auspicious and very, very productive spiritually and materially. Materially, by giving up all forms of sinful activities, such as meat eating, gambling, intoxication, and illicit activities outside of marriage, you eliminate the baggage of previous karma. Unless we can eliminate that baggage, we're not free to actually serve Krishna. It's hanging over us like as the English poet said, the albatross around our neck. It's a very heavy weight because we don't know what our previous karma is until it actually happens. And it's a mixed bag always of good and bad. So it's a detriment and an impediment on our path of pure devotion. So when we become free of all previous karma, then we can actually engage wholeheartedly in the service of God without any fear, trepidation, or anxiety, or hesitation. So here is a perfect system of relationship between the devatas, the demigods, the agents of the Lord who control the sun, the wind, the rain, the changing of seasons, our own digestion, etc., who control all these vital functions. And when that cooperation is set up, then life becomes very easy for people. See? This is a fact. Whatever the speculative scientists, scholars, philosophers, foolosophers, and so forth write in their big books is a bunch of nonsense. This is the actual fact. And if we understand that this is the original culture of Vedic society, which it's not only India. In the time of Lord Rama, he was the king of the whole earth. Even in the time of Yudhisthira Maharaj, only 5,000 years ago, he was the king of the whole earth also. And everyone in that kingdom of a saintly king, like Yudhisthira or Pritha Maharaj or especially Lord Rama, lived without anxiety. And because of their pious nature, or they were living with the quality of sattva guna, therefore Bhumi Devi, the deity of the earth, Mother Earth, made everything easy for them, along with the cooperation of the demigods. Bhumi Devi is also a demigod. And they didn't have to dig into the earth for gold. They didn't have to dive into the ocean for pearls. They didn't have to extract oil and all these things. Bhumi Devi gave all these things naturally, unfurled them. She didn't hold them back. But when people are acting impiously, then Bhumi Devi holds back all these things. See? So, we're being misled by modern scientists, philosophers, and so-called writers and famous authors and politicians and so forth. They're saying we need industry. We need science. We need logic. We don't need God. Well, we don't need those things. What we need is a relationship with God and God's help. And therefore, our life becomes very easy and simple. And we have time for spiritual life. We have time to educate our children. Why send your children? Like nowadays, in the morning you say, okay, dear, did you do your homework? Yes, Daddy. Yes, Mom. Very good. Well, go to school now. And we're going to pray that you come back alive. Schools are becoming the most dangerous place for children, right? And you don't really know if they're going to come back alive or not nowadays. It's like living in Syria or Iraq. You send your child off to school, you don't know if they're going to come back alive. So we need to understand what is the actual background arrangement of nature. So anyway, we will have a little bhajan, and then we also have a surprise tonight. We have a very exceptional guest. His name is Dhruva Das Prabhu. He's a young man who has spent 18 years in India writing a very special book and becoming an expert on the special incarnation of Krishna called Lord Nrsingadev. And we have a deity of Nrsingadev here also, who's very happy, by the way, to see Dhruva, his devotee. So Dhruva is going to present his book showing you what I would consider an unknown part of India. Even to Indians, they don't know it very well. They know much more than we do, but even for Indians, it's not quite clear. To some it is, but it's more of a secret. Lord Nrsingadev is a special incarnation of Krishna, and he protected the great child saint, Prahlad Maharaj. So he has visited 800 Nrsinga temples in India, and he's presenting, I think, up to 40 of them in his book with beautiful pictures. And these are, most of the temples are built by carved stone, which is a miracle in this age. And he's going to help us build. First of all, we're going to buy a mountain, either on I-90 or some other major thoroughfare in the Seattle area. And we're going to build a temple for Lord Nrsingadev on top of that mountain. Right? Now, and there's not going to be any roads going up there. You're going to have to walk. Just like in the holy places in India. You have to walk up. We'll build steps. It'll be minimal impact on the environment. Anyway, we'll talk about it later. But Dhruva is a special person. He's going to talk to us in a few minutes and present his book, which is an amazing book, and his wisdom after 18 years traveling all over India and collecting this precious information about the special incarnation of Krishna. Vande Krishna Nanda Kumara Vande Krishna Nanda Kumara Nanda Kumara Nanda Kumara. Wait a minute. Govinda Hari Gopal Hari Govinda Hari Gopal Hari Govinda Hari Gopal Hari Jai Jai Deva Hare Jai Jai Deva Hare Jai Jai Deva Hare Vande Krishna Nanda Kumara Vande Krishna Nanda Kumara Nanda Kumara Madana Gopala 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 Mohana Rupa Nanda Kumara Jai Jai Deva Hare Jai Prabhu Dina Dayal Hari Jai Rama Hari Jai Krishna Hari Jai Rama Hari Jaya Krishna Hari Jaya Jaya Satchidananda Gaura Hari Jaya Jaya Satchidananda Gaura Hari Govinda Hari Gopala Hari Govinda Hari Gopala Hari Jaya Jaya Deva Hari Jaya Jaya Deva Hari Vande Krishna Nanda Kumara Vande Krishna Nanda Kumara Nanda Kumara Madana Gopala Nanda Kumara Madana Gopala Madana Mohana Rupa Nanda Kumara Mohana Rupa Nanda Kumara Jaya Jaya Deva Hari Jaya Jaya Deva Hari Jaya Prabhu Dina Dayala Hari Jaya Prabhu Dina Dayala Hari Jaya Rama Hari Jaya Krishna Hari Jaya Rama Hari Jaya Krishna Hari Jaya Jaya Satchidananda Gaura Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Nitai Gaura Premanandi Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shrimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai, Srila Bhagavad Gita Grantha Raj Ki Jai, Gaura Premanande Haribo. So Dhruva, I'm going to ask you to come up right now and give an introduction, explain who you are, explain what you have done, and explain all about.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Jai Nrsingadev. My name is Dhruva Das, and I just want to thank Hari Vilas Prabhu for letting me speak and share my little realizations about Lord Nrsingadev and this lovely book that I was so blessed to be able to do for him and his devotees. Ever since I was a young boy, I was born in this nice ISKCON Hare Krishna family. I had a very strong attachment to Lord Nrsingadev since I was 5, 6 years old. And as I became older, many teenagers, they were being encouraged to go to school, learn something that will, how do you say, make your future more stable. But I was always a rebel. And I had this desire to do something different than all my friends. So I heard from one Swami that in India there was some Nrsimhadev temples. Many of you are maybe from Andhra Pradesh. So in Andhra there's a place called Ahobilam. So Ahobilam is where Lord Nrsingadev manifests, they said. So I was a young teenager and I said, wow. All my friends were going to school, hanging out, having fun. I hopped on a plane and I went to this place called Ahobilam. And in Ahobilam I found the 9 different temples and I became more addicted to Lord Nrsingadev, like a drug. And after I saw Ahobilam, I thought, this is it? There has to be more. So I started speaking to the locals and they said, yes, there's another temple here, there's another temple there. So I spent 4 months, I got lost in Andhra Pradesh. And in those 4 months I found over like 300 temples in Andhra Pradesh. And then after Andhra Pradesh I went to Tamil Nadu. And many of the people in Andhra were like, no, only Nrsimhadev is in Andhra. And I was always positive, yes, I know, he's only in Andhra. So I went to Tamil Nadu and I met one lady, very amazing, such a Nrsimha Bhakta, and she had thousands of disciples. And she said, yes, so many Nrsimha temples are in Tamil Nadu, let me take you. So I went on an adventure with her for many months and found over 100 temples in Tamil Nadu. And in Tamil Nadu they said, in Andhra there's a few temples, not so many, but in Tamil Nadu this is Nrsimha's home. Actually, Nrsimhadev appeared in Tamil Nadu. And I said, yes, I know, he appeared everywhere. Ito Nishimho, right? He's here, he is there. Everywhere I go, he is there. So after Tamil Nadu, I went to Kerala. And in Kerala, I was surprised to find many temples. And same thing. In Kerala, they say this is God's country. So this is the Nrsimha devotees there. This is Narasimha's home. This is his land, Kerala. It was very beautiful. How each place I went, this was where Lord Nrsimhadev was from, and he was most prominent. And from Kerala, I went up to Karnataka, and Karnataka was one of my favorite states because of the worship going on in Karnataka by the Gaud Saraswat Brahmins. It's so incredibly rich with culture, and all the swamis, the madhvas, sannyasis were so helpful. So I found a few hundred. And then years went on in my life. Yeah, in Karnataka. And years went on in my life, and I got married, and as we know, that slows things down a lot when you get married. So I was like a Ferrari at first, and then I became, like a minivan after that. Slowed down. But I was lucky. My wife also was born in ISKCON, so she knew my passion. Many people in the world are addicted to something, whether it's, I don't know, video games, drugs, some problem. But I was addicted to Narasimha, so she thought it was a good addiction. And I was over the years trying to figure out what do I do? I've seen so many temples. How can I present him to everybody else and share him? Because so many people have responsibilities, not like me. I didn't get educated, so I was just on this hunt for Narasimha. So years went by, and finally in the last 4 or 5 years, I said, I have to put this in some sort of a book form to share. And then, of course, how do I share? There's so many temples. I can't fit 800 temples in a book. So finally, I decided to just put 56 of the most unique temples in kind of Maharashtra, Andhra, Karnataka. Very unusual temples, where he's in the form of a lion. He's just a statue in the jungle that was worshipped by the village dwellers, right? And they worshiped Lord Nrsimhadev to protect them from the tigers that would come and disturb them during the night. So many far out stories. So me and my photographer, we ventured on a 4-month adventure of a lifetime to finish this book. And I bought an old Tata Sumo. And for all of you who knows, Tata Sumo is like the most dangerous vehicle in India. I didn't know so much, but so I was driving myself, and altogether I drove about 30,000 kilometers. And the adventures and the devotees that we met to help us put this book together, I'll never forget. So what the book is basically a photo journey and the adventures and also the history of each temple. And I would love to show you. If you have any questions about Lord Nrsimhadev or want to see the book or purchase the book, I would be very humbled for your encouragement and support. And one of the main things I learned throughout India, just like America, we have all different states. What I love about India is the culture in each state is different. The Gujaratis, the Marathi, it's so incredible. And they all worship Lord Nrsimhadev differently through their culture, their art, their language, so many beautiful aspects of their culture worship him. But the fundamental thing they all agree upon is he is the divine protector and remover of obstacles. So he protects the family, he protects the boys and girls, and he protects our faith. There was no argument. Even amongst all the big swamis in the Madhva, Ramanuja, Sampradayas, they're always arguing about Shiva, Narayan, Vishnu, Krishna. But every time Narasimha is mentioned, oh yes, he is no problem. He is the foundation of where we worship our God. So Tirupati, before they approached Balaji, they first approached Narasimha. Then after worshipping him, then they worship Balaji. Same thing in Ranganath, same thing in Udupi, so many of the large temples in India. I learned this, and this kind of boggled my mind because it made me realize how important he is in the fundamental devotion in our spiritual life. So I would love to talk to you guys after. You can come up in here, talk to me, or after Prashad, whatever you want. Thank you so much for your time. May Lord Nrsingadev bless you all and your families. Jai Nrsingadev, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Hari Bol.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So here we see a testament of a young man whose life has become very successful because of his full dedication to God. Now, he doesn't have he didn't graduate from Yale, Harvard, MIT, or Stanford. He didn't graduate from any of those any college. But he has more knowledge and more character development than anyone who has gone through all those colleges. In fact, when you go through all those colleges, most of the time, not all, but most of the time, you end up an atheist or a transgender or this or that, whatever, but not really a devotee of God. Whereas Dhruva has dedicated himself, due to his parents and influence of the International Society of Krishna Consciousness, dedicated himself fully to Lord Nrsingadev. And this is interesting because his journey is only beginning now. So we want to be part of his journey. We want to build the first stone-carved Nrsingadev temple on top of some big hill or mountain on the west coast of the United States. And we want to make it authentic in every way. In other words, we want to have minimal impact on the environment. Therefore, Dhruva showed me some more modern temples of Lord Nrsingadev that are on tops of mountains and things like that. They have solar panels built into the roof of the building. It's carved stone, and they have water harvesting. Of course, that's easy here. It rains a lot in the winter, so we can harvest plenty of water. And that's all you need. You need a little bit of electricity, you need the water, and everything else can be supplied because we have the technology right now, based on ancient Vedic wisdom, to make self-sufficient small villages without sewage, without disposal, without septic tanks, without plumbing, without all those modern amenities that cost a lot of money. And we can sustain a small community of priests on top of a mountain. And people can walk up to it. We don't have to build roads to it. And this is the way. There are many temples like that. The ones he's going to show in his book, many temples are on tops of very high hills or mountains in India. And most of them you have to walk up to them. Tirupati, of course, has become one of the most popular temples, or if not the most popular temple in India. And they've spent millions, the government has spent millions and millions of dollars building roads up that mountain. But they still have the steps going up that people walk on. You did that, right? You want to say a few words about that? Tirupati was founded 1,000 years ago when it was a jungle with wild animals. And one great saint and disciple, Ramanujacharya, and his wife made a vow to their Gurudev, Ramanuja, that they would take care of the deity. The deity was only Lord Balaji was only being worshipped once every month. A Brahmin would walk up the mountain and worship, and it was in a small shack. So Ananta Acharya, the saint, disciple of Ramanujacharya, walked up the mountain with his pregnant wife. First of all, they walked from Srirangam all the way to Tirupati. That's hundreds of miles. And then they walked up the mountain, braving the wild animals and so forth. And they built a tank to catch rainwater, because they needed that if you're going to live on top of a mountain. And then they built a small little shrine for the deity. And today it is the most popular temple in India, one of the richest temples. And millions of people visit that in a year, that temple. So if they did that with nothing, we can do it with our modern facilities using the ancient Vedic wisdom. So now we'll hear a little bit about what's it like to walk up a mountain and see the deity.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for the opportunity. So when I was very young, I climbed up the Tirupati steps along with my parents, but I don't remember much. And then when I was 49 years old, I climbed again with my family, with both of my kids. So as Prabhuji mentioned, government has spent millions of dollars or rupees, whatever you want to count, building all these roads. The roads are like at least 25 kilometers to wind around the mountain to go on the top. And when I went many times, I did not find the same feeling as I found this time when we walked up the steps. So basically there is a step count, every step is numbered, and with a specific mantra of the Lord carved on this pillar that is right next to the step. And as we walk, we recite those. For example, if you want to follow me, you can follow me. Srinivasa Govinda Tirumalesa Govinda, etc. Right? Anada Rakshaka Govinda Sarveswara Govinda Govinda Hari Govinda Tirumalesa Govinda. So even with all the modern technology, as people are walking on those steps, they are actually saying those mantras and they are walking up. So there are two ways to get to the top of the Balaji mountain. One is called Alipiri, which is the more modern, high-tech, with all the steps laid out with marble and so on. And the second one is called Srivarimettu. So Alipiri is about 5,000 odd steps. Srivarimettu just goes straight up. Within 3,000 steps, you actually reach the top. What is covered on the road for 25 kilometers, in 3,000 steps, you are on the top. So it's really ecstatic experience. So I'm really thrilled with how Harulas Prabhu is thinking of the next project. So we paid off this temple. We just bought a new temple and farm in Black Diamond area, which is about 20 to 23 miles from here. And today he already, as we were inaugurating this new temple, he's already thinking of the next project, which is the Narasimha Swami temple on top of a hill. I remember about 7 years ago when we were driving on the road going to Nagar Sankirtan, Harulas Prabhu looked at one of the hills and said, we need to have a temple on top of that hill. So now that is going to happen. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. So today's subject is the perfect life. You can put it up. So everyone has a certain period of life in a perishable material body, which goes through 6 stages. There's birth, there's growth, we remain for some duration, we produce byproducts, meaning children, we dwindle or grow old, and we die. And during life, one experiences miseries due to the body and mind. These are called adhyatmika miseries. And we experience miseries caused by other bodies, bugs, germs, people, lawyers, police, enemies, and so forth. That's called adhibhotika. And we experience miseries caused by acts of nature, cataclysmic events, tsunamis, hurricanes, etc. And that's called adhidaivika, or caused by the devas. So these 3 types of miseries cannot be avoided. They come and go, and they cause anxiety and fear. All individuals in the material world are disturbed by one or more of these miseries at any one time. The real cause of miseries is forgetfulness of our eternal relationship with God, Lord Krishna. It is like a son who rejects his parents and leaves their protection and wanders off into the world. There's one boy who did this. He rejected his father. In fact, there's a story like that in one of the parables of Jesus Christ in the Bible, the prodigal son. And After some years, he was homeless, he was penniless, and he was hopeless. And he decided to go and see a astrologer, palm reader. And he begged the palm reader, said, please, he said, I don't have any money. I have to know what's going to happen to me. I'm very miserable right now. So the palm reader said, okay, let me see your palm. And the person looked and he said, oh, he said, you're very wealthy. He said, what? I don't even know where I'm going to sleep tonight. I don't have any money to eat. I haven't eaten for 2 days. How can I be wealthy? He said, no, your father just died and left his whole inheritance to you. He said, what? I haven't seen my father for 30 years. I don't even know where he is. And she said, I know where he is. I can tell you where he is. And all you have to do is go there and you will get your heritage. And all your problems will be over. So the palm reader gave him a little piece of paper with his father's address, which was far away. And he walked, hitchhiked, somehow or other, he made it. And sure enough, he inherited a vast fortune from his long-separated father. Every one of us is like that. Our original father is God, or Krishna. We voluntarily walked away from him, being attracted to the material world. Just like some or many of you voluntarily left your mother and father in India and came to America, attracted by the American dream. I came to America with the nothing, and now I got the 2 cars and the 5 houses and a 401k and my portfolio. Yeah, that's the American dream, right? But mom and pop are home, growing old, getting sick, and wondering what went wrong. For 100 generations, our children lived with us. We all lived in one compound, and we shared everything, and life was wonderful. And now one is in Hong Kong, other is in America, another one's in going to the moon. And we're here alone in India. And we had to sell our farm because nobody wants to work there anymore, and so forth. Say, we're living in some concrete jungle in Hyderabad or Tamil Nadu, so forth. So this is a breakdown of the traditional family model of India. And the same thing is happening in the United States. Not that it's only in India. It's happening all over the world due to industrialization, due to the allure of making a lot of money, and due to technology and so forth. So as we go away from living on the land, living a simple life, maintaining family values, and profiting from the passation of knowledge from one generation to another. Like, for example, I know that my grandfather was a farmer in Turkey. And, well, anyway, he was massacred, and my mother was orphaned somehow or other. Her life was saved. She ended up in America as a refugee or an asylum seeker. And then she got married and had a family. But I was never taught anything about farming or living off the land, where my ancestors lived off the land for thousands of years, right? So that passation of culture and knowledge and know-how from one generation to the other has broken down in many parts of the world, even in the United States. And because of that, people end up in small structures in big cities and working sometimes 12, 14 hours a day, not having a quality time with their own children, and having the stress of modern living, taxes, and so forth. So in that environment, one easily forgets God. And one thinks, well, my salvation is becoming Microsoft certified. It's not learning about Lord Nrsingadev. See? And children are being pushed by their parents to go into technology, go into different professions, and spend most of their life working very hard. and sometimes now not getting married till late in life, or not getting married at all, right? Because they think that it's not a good thing to bring children into this world. So you see, this modern technological life has disrupted the normal, let's call it intrinsic family structure and relationships, and ultimately belief in God. So the real cause of our troubles is forgetfulness of God. So along comes 500 years ago Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, an incarnation of Krishna in Bengal, and he began the Harinam Sankirtan movement. Sankirtan is congregational chanting of holy names of God, and it's the recommended method in this age to easily attain the perfection of life. Therefore, it's called Hari Kirtan or Sankirtan Yagya. So Lord Chaitanya's teachings are not different than Lord Krishna's teachings in the Bhagavad Gita. The last word of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Man mana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mam evaisisi satyam te pratijane priyosime. He says to Arjuna, hey Arjuna, always think of me, man mana bhava. Mad bhakto, become my devotee. Madhyaji, worship me. Mam namaskuru, offer all your homage and respect to me. If you do this, I promise you that you will come back to me. And then he says, Sarvadharman parityaja mamekam saranam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksisyami mahasucha. He says that Arjuna, give up all your fabricated dharmas, Hindu dharma, Muslim dharma, Christian dharma, and just surrender unto me. Mamekam saranam vraja. If you do this, I promise you that you will come back to me, and I will free you from all your previous karma. So this is the ultimate message of Krishna, that if we are experiencing difficulties in life, it's due to our previous karma and the fact that we are forgetting our relationship with God. Once we reestablish that relationship in a real way through service, through bhakti, devotional service, then our problems start to go away. And as they go away, we become more and more determined to engage in the service of Krishna and depend on the goodwill of God. Rather than depending on the goodwill of this person or that person, we should depend on the goodwill of God. And you see that wonderful things happen in your life. Just like this boy Dhruva, he's dedicated his life to Lord Nrsingadev, and he's not suffering because of it. He's not bereft of a destiny in life, or he's not bereft of being married, having children, etc. The Lord is taking care of him, and it's going to get better and better for him because he's becoming more and more expert in this one field, and that is knowing about the special incarnation of Lord Nrsingadev. So when the Lord, it said here that the Supreme Personality of Godhead is willing to take charge of us. So rather than become a ward of the state or depend on welfare or depend on a certain corporation that promises us a 401k and retirements and things like that, we should have the courage and the backbone to depend on the mercy of God. And if we do, and we follow Krishna's formula, man mana bhakta mad bhakto madhyajimam namaskuru, then the Lord takes charge of us. And what does that mean? That means that right now, whether we recognize it or not, we depend completely on the mercy of God. The functioning of the heart, digestion, the metabolisms, the different enzymes, all these things that are keeping our body alive, that's all under the control of Krishna and his mandated agents, the demigods. We don't know how these things are happening, and we cannot exactly reproduce them. We can sort of rearrange them a little bit, but we can't guarantee eternal life in this material body. However, since we already depend on God, who controls the movements of the planets, who controls the movement of the sun, the changing of the seasons, and so forth, and rain and seeds, and all these things are supplied to us by God. Therefore, if Krishna takes charge of us, then we don't have to worry anymore. And we can live a productive life based on God consciousness, honest work, family values, and devotional service to please God as the goal of our life. So this is a simple explanation of how to live a perfect life. And this is nothing new. This was also from the founding of this country. People came here as religious immigrants, fleeing from persecution in other countries. And they came here to practice their belief in God freely. And even the Constitution of the United States guarantees freedom of religion. Therefore, this country also started on a religious basis. In fact, one vestige of it, and you look on every dollar, it says, "In God we trust." You see? So, when people go away from God, then there are cataclysmic events that happen. Then there's always anxiety in the society. Then there's war, there's disease, there's pestilence. All these things are happening because of going away from the instructions that God has given us to live freely, to live simply, and live productively. So therefore, we should take a new interest in Krishna consciousness. We should take an ardent, let's say, interest in the philosophy of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is the oldest book in this world. It was spoken 5,000 years ago. It's still existing now. No other book, not the Bible, not the Quran, not the Buddhist writings, have such a history as Bhagavad Gita. And in a few short verses, 700 verses, the Bhagavad Gita explains everything. Who is God? Who are we, the living entities? What is time? What is our duty in life? And what is the material nature? These 5 fundamental subjects are explained completely in the Bhagavad Gita. These are the 5 fundamental questions of philosophy, metaphysical questions. And it's in simple language. And a simple solution to all problems of life is to come closer to Krishna through devotion and share that devotion with others. Like, we have a practical example of it. We have a free food truck. It goes out every week and serves free food, vegetarian food, to the public, along with knowledge of how to live. Like, one gentleman told me, "Hey man, you told me something 3 weeks ago and it stuck in my mind." I said, "What was that?" He said, "You should bathe at least 3 times a day." I said, "Okay. How did that help you?" He said, "I'm bathing twice a day. I got a YMCA membership now. I go there and I take a long hot shower. And believe me, I'm feeling much better now." And this is a homeless person. I said, "Well, okay, now you know how to keep your body clean. Now the second thing that should stick in your mind is the second lesson. Now, you ready?" He said, "Yeah, go ahead. The first one was good. I hope the second one will be just as good." I said, "Now I'm going to teach you how to clean your mind." I said, "It's rather easy to clean a body. You just buy some soap and you get some water. But it's very difficult to clean a dirty mind." I said, "Do you know what the soap for a dirty mind is?" He said, "No, man, I don't know. I'm all ears." He said, "The soap for a dirty mind is the following." Repeat after me. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. He said, "Look, buddy, I didn't understand one word you said. What's it all mean?" I said, "Well, I'll give you an example." I said, "I used to live in Berkeley, California, and I would go out every day to People's Park and feed the people. People's Park is a place where the scariest people in the world live. They're all homeless, and they're scary people, right? And I used to feed them. And I said, after People's Park, I'd go down to Oakland, California, where there are more scary people. Oakland, California is the home of the Black Panthers. That's where it started. And he said, "Okay, look, I'm a black guy. You can see that. I'm yours. What did you learn?" I said, well, when I was in Oakland, after People's Park, I would feed people. And one day a Black Panther band came up to me and said, look, you're a stranger in these parts. You don't have the right color. What are you doing here? I said, well, I'm distributing free food. He said, why are you doing that? I said, because my God wants me to do it. He said, you're God. So who is your God? I said, my God is Krishna. So who's Krishna? I said, well, first of all, I think you're going to be interested. He's black. He said, he's black? Tell me more about him. So, it's a true story. So he got interested, just like, someone says, where are you from? Andhra. Oh, I'm from Andhra also. So they become friends right away. They have something in common. So he became interested. He said, okay. He said, look, anybody gives you trouble, just call me. I said, okay, but I don't think anyone's going to give me trouble because I'm not asking for anything. I'm just giving, So you see, that is the way to establish relationships with people that go beyond race, ethnicity, gender, etc. When you're giving, when you're sharing, when you're not asking for anything, don't have any other agenda than just pure giving. So our Feed Food Truck is like that. It's not that we're trying to spread our religion by going out with the food truck. There's something much higher than religion, and that is pure love of God, regardless of any personal motive. And that is what the Sanatana Dharma, or the eternal duty toward God, is, to simply spread love for the Lord, without any restrictions of you have to convert to this or you have to do that. There are certain principles called the universal principles of spirituality that everyone can recognize. They are mercy, cleanliness, truthfulness, and austerity. Nothing of value can be achieved without austerity or some kind of self-sacrifice. And cleanliness is next to godliness. And truthfulness is the only thing that has value in this world. I mean, there are a lot of people cheating and lying, but if you find a genuine, truthful person, humble person, a clean person, an affectionate person, a compassionate person, an empathetic person, that is real. That's not something made up. It's not acting. It's real. And the people who recognize this the most, in my experience, are homeless people. They can tell if you're giving the food genuinely or you have some motive behind it. I have seen homeless people refuse food because they didn't like the attitude of the person offering it, even though they were hungry, because they have some personal dignity also, right? They are also human beings. In fact, one gentleman, one of our devotees, went up to a gentleman and said, "Hi, what's your name?" And the man started to cry. And the devotee said, did I say something wrong? He said, no. He said, you're the first person in Seattle that asked me my name. And there are many stories like this that we are experiencing by going out. It's very sobering. Now, of course, there are homeless people that are on drugs, or there are homeless people that have mental problems. Yeah, but they're still human beings, and they react to human affection. And we know this. You have the story of Mother Teresa in India, right? She's not even a Hindu, right? But she went to the worst part of India, which is Calcutta, in Howrah and other neighborhoods like that, and picked up people off of the streets who were lepers, people who were ignored by Hindus, right? Ignored by everyone. And she comforted them. She gave them a place to stay. She bathed them. She healed them, right? She became very famous all over the world. See? That is called compassion. Yeah. So most people are worried about taking care of themselves. But if you, just like, if the stock market goes down, does your 3-year-old child go into anxiety? Huh? Let's see, you're a father? No. Do you go into anxiety? Yes. Why is it that your little girl or boy doesn't go into anxiety, but you go into anxiety? Yeah, the little girl or boy is sure, Daddy or Mommy are going to protect me whether the stock market goes up or down, right? But you are not sure, right? You don't know who's going to protect you for sure. That's the whole point. By building up your relationship with God, then you become sure. Because Krishna says, Konteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. Hey Arjuna, declare it boldly to the whole world that my devotee will never perish. This is Krishna's absolute, let's say, promise. So therefore, let's just take one thing from today's little discussion. And this is nothing unique to Krishna consciousness. The Christian, the Muslim, the Hindu, even the Buddhist will say the same thing. That if you live a genuinely pious life without any material motive for your activity of generosity or compassion, you simply based on one principle, samsiddhir haritoshanam, pleasing God, then you will be protected by the Lord. You will be protected, and life will become much easier for you because you will get rid of the baggage of previous karma and fear, anxiety, and doubts in your mind. Just like your child is free of fear, anxiety, and doubt as long as you are protecting the child. And we are all the children of God. So the best protector is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. Thank you very much. We're going to have a play tonight by our children right after the arti. Is there any question? We'll take one or two questions if you want to ask a question. There must be some question. Everything I said was controversial. Huh?
Nothing was controversial. Prabhu, have you identified real mountains?
Okay, there was one mountain for sale, but this is like 2.5 years ago. They only wanted $300,000 for it. It was not much. And it's a mountain that, if you go to King County records, you'll see you're not allowed to build anything on that mountain, right? But that's ideal. We don't want to build condos. We don't want to build townhouses. We want to build non-invasive, simple building to house Lord Nrsingadev. It doesn't have to be real big. And the building has no plumbing, there's no electricity, there's no toilets or anything like that. Yes, there's a composting toilet, but that has no impact on the environment, and we will harvest water. And there's no roads going up there. We'll have solar panels, we'll have composting toilets. That's about it. You know, that's the way it is in India, isn't it? So we don't have to go to India anymore. We're going to bring it right here. It only costs $300,000. Can you imagine that? You can buy, because you can't do anything profitable on that land. Yeah, it was right on the I-90. Yeah. So we will, you know, if there's a will, there's a way. And Krishna will make it. How did we find this farm in Auburn, which is a beautiful place? I mean, we had a great festival there today. A lot of people actually came. And it's based on cow protection. Right? But it's a beautiful property, you know, ideal for festival. And you can sleep over, and there'll be a spa there, and we'll have, as I said, cow therapy. Yeah. So think about this. We're going to do it gradually and build something amazing. And talk to Dhruva tonight. Any other questions? You want to sing? You want to sing? No? Jayo Jaya Gora Chande Arati Ke Soba. Jana vitatavane Anodaloba Jana vitatavane Jagamana loba. Give me the paper. Jayo Jaya Gora Chante Arati Ke Loba. Jana vitatavane Jagamana loba Gorangera ruchik soba Jagajana mana loba. Hey, this is echo. Echo. Gorangera rotik soba Jagajana mana loba. Gorangera rotik soba Jagajana mana loba. Jagajana mana loba Jagajana mana loba. Ibadaki nitaya chan Bandengadhan ara Nikate Advaita Shrini Vasachachadana Nikate Advaita Shrini Vasachachadana Chayo Jaya Gora Chante Arati Ke Soba. Jana vitatavane Jagamana loba Jibaboshina Chingora Chan Ratna Singha Sane Arati Korena Brahma Adideva Gane Arati Jayo Jaya Gora Chante Arati Ke Soba. Jagamana loba Ibanada Hari Adikani Chamaradulaya आरती के शोभा बोल जाना भी तबाने शगमान लो बाजा Iba Shankar Bhaje Kanta Bhaje Bhaje Karatala Madhura Ganga Bhaje Paramarasala Madhura Jayo Jaya Gora Chante Arati Ke Sobha Yana Gita Tabane Jagamana Loba Shankar Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Shankar Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Shankar Bhaje Ganta Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Madhur 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 Bhaje Nitai Gora Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Premanandi Ki Jai. Ki Babahu Kochi Chandra Jini Vadana Ujwala Gala de Sevana Mala Karijala Mala Gala Shiva Sutkanarada Premigada Gada Vakati vinoda deke Murala sampada Vakati Jayo Jaya Gora Chande Arati Ke Soba Bolo Jana Vita Tavane Chakamana Lobaja Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Well, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bola, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bola Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Nitai Gora Haribo, Haribo, Gora Haribo, Nitai Gora Haribo. Nitai Gora Premanandi Ki Jai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It never works right. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. No, Hare Krishna. Nobody plays, just him. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Don't play. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Don't play that. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Play them cartels. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo Nitai Gora Haribol, 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 Nitai Gora Haribol, Nitai Gora Haribol, Haribol, Nitai Gora Haribol, Nitai Gora Premanandi Ki Jai, Jai Om Vishnupat, Paramahansa Parajikacharista Tarista Tarishi Shishimad. His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudeva Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Radha Krishna Gopinath Sam Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Mayapura Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Ganga Maya Ki Jai. Jamuna Maya Ki Jai. Samaveda Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtana Ki Jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Guranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. So tonight we have a play by our children. It's going to start right after the Nishinga prayers. Also, we want to thank tonight Deepak Kumar and his wife Nupur Agarwal. They have donated. Damodar Prasad and his wife Nandarani Mataji, they donated $1,001. Damodar Hari Prabhu and Nandarani Mataji, they've donated $1,001 on the occasion of their son Ayan's 15th birthday. Hare Krishna.
So we want to announce one more time about the Narasimha books outside.
Tonight we have a special presentation by Dhruva Prabhu of his landmark book called the Nisringa table, the temples of India. He's right outside. Definitely take a look. He's also a sculptor and a very talented person. There's a lot of things that you can learn from him. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Pralada Lada Dayini. Hiranyakashipu Vakshahaya. Hiranyakashipu Vakshahaya. Shilatam Kanakalaye. Nisingha Parato Nisingha. Yato Yato Yamitato Nisingha. Vaye Nisingha Idaye Nisingha. Narashinama Jim Saranama Prapade. Tavakara Kamala Pare Nakam Adbhuta Shingam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubingam Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadesha Hare. Jaya Jagadesha Hare. Jaya Jagadesha Hare. Tavakara Kamala Pare Nakam Adhuta Shingam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubinga Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadesha Hare. Jaya Jagadesha Hare. Jaya Jagadesha Hare. Jaya Narasingade. Jaya Narasingade. Jaya Narasingade, Jaya Narasingade. Jaya Narasingade, Jaya Narasingade, Jaya Narasingade, Jaya Narasingade. Haribol, Haribol, Gora Haribol, Nitai Gora Haribol, Nitai Gora. Nitai Gora Premanandi ki Jai Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki Jai Gora Premanandi Haribol. We have a few quick announcements and then we're going to proceed to our play tonight. Again, we want to congratulate Ayan on his 15th birthday. And do we have a birthday cake for Ayan? 16th. Oh, 16th. They wrote 15th. I'm sorry. 16th. I'm sorry. 16th birthday. Do they have a cake for Ayan? On July 4th, we're going to celebrate the 10th anniversary of moving into this temple. We're going to have an amazing fireworks display, fortunately paid for by the city of Seattle, of Sammamish. And we'll have a celebration in the temple at the same time that there's the 4th of July celebration going on in the City Hall Plaza. On July 28th and 29th is our annual Ananda Mela Festival, the biggest festival of Indian culture in the Northwest. This is a landmark festival. There's a lot of great entertainment, 3 stages, many booths, vendors, wonderful food court, and wonderful entertainment. And of course, our Vedic village, where we're going to display many, many interactive activities that are great fun for everyone, the whole family. And also, on the weekend of I think it's the 20th and 21st of July, we're going to have a special guest here. He's going to come with his full orchestra, himself and 6 musicians, Vinod Agarwal. If you know who he is, the bhajan singer. He sings traditional Brijbasi or Vrindavan bhajans about Radha and Krishna. You can look him up on the internet. He's very famous in India, Vinod Agarwal. And he's going to be here for 2 days, and he's going to give concerts both days. And he's a fantastic bhajan singer. And he's bringing his full orchestra with him. So it's very exceptional on the, I think it's 20th and 21st of July, Saturday and Sunday that weekend. So please mark your calendar, and we'll be very, very happy to hear his fantastic singing. And you can dance to it. If you go on the internet, you'll see many, many videos of him, people dancing, having a great time, glorifying Radha and Krishna, Hare Krishna. And also every Saturday we go on Nagar Sankirtan, chanting the holy names of Krishna in Seattle, with our food truck, that you see outside, that yellow amazing truck, and feeding people Mahaprasadam. Last week at our festival we fed over 600 people. And this week at the University Heights Center we fed 140 people. So it's a lot of fun. Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, my name is Yamuna, and today I'll be introducing 2 dramas being performed today. So the drama these homeschooling children are going to perform is based on one of the essence of Bhagavad Gita. This drama depicts the theme of the 14th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, the 3 modes of material nature. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna explains that this body is not who we are. He says our real and permanent identity is that we are the pure spirit soul. And when the spirit soul comes in contact with the material atmosphere, he becomes influenced in 3 basic ways. These ways are goodness, passion, and ignorance. Ignorance, passion. Please wake up, ignorance. As we shall see, when influenced in these 3 modes, the soul behaves happy, active, or helpless.
Namaste. I am the mode of goodness. Under my influence, the soul is conditioned by a sense of well-being and happiness. So, he may become a poet, a philosopher, a preacher, or a monk. His living habits become very clean and simple, and he does work only for the welfare of others. But be aware, I may entrap you in a sense of comfort and complacency that may ruin your chances of spiritual liberation.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm the mode of passion. Of course, you all know me. I'm famous. I'm the standard for all modern civilization. Under my influence, the soul long and hanker with unlimited desires. For what? For money, fame, nice life, children, home. You know these things. You need these things. You can't live without them, right? Can't live without them, right? Good. When I'm by your side, I'll make you work hard like a donkey for a bigger car, another car, a bigger home with a pool. I'll keep you on the tip of your toes, day and night, year after year, until the end of your lives. And still, I won't let you be satisfied with what you already have. I'll keep you hankering for more and more. When I'm by your side, you'll be mentally unhappy and also physically exhausted by the demands of work and family. Anyways, gotta go, because time is money and money is time. How about we do lunch someday?
Can someone get me that chair over there? Standing here for the past 5 minutes. Oh, that's much better. Now, let me tell you what I think about life. Ignorance is bliss. Don't even do the work you're supposed to be doing, or then you might get really tired. And then you're gonna work even harder and then get really frustrated, and people are gonna take everything away from you, and they're gonna leave you all alone. And then you're just gonna think about your miserable life. And then, you know what? Hey you, I need a drink. What? Now. I have a knife. Don't make me do it. See this? Ah. So good. Ah. Starting to think, you know. Getting better. Better drink some more. What was I saying? It must have not been that important. Under my influence, the soul deludes himself. He sleeps, he dreams. Nah.
The Upanishads explain that the individual spirit souls come from the Supreme as tiny sparks fly from a fire. The original home of all the spirit souls is the spiritual world, where they share a very peaceful and blissful life serving Lord Sri Krishna. However, when the spirit soul wants to enjoy himself, he must leave the spiritual kingdom. The ever-merciful Lord allows the spirit soul to come to this material world, which is just like a playground for him to pursue his imaginations and desires. The soul wants to be free. The soul wants to enjoy, but he is unaware that at every step he will be influenced by these three modes. Now let us see how a spirit soul in the material world is influenced by these three modes.
Namaste, spirit soul.
Namaste.
Here, let me take you on a walk in this beautiful countryside. Sit down. Have some pure spring water.
Thank you, my friend. Isn't it peaceful here? It's lovely. I feel like staying here forever. And look how clear the blue sky is.
Here, spirit soul, have some organic fruit.
Thank you. So delicious. I've never tasted anything this wonderful. Isn't nature so peaceful, my friend? The rolling hills, the birds' sweet songs, these clear lakes, and these fresh, bright colored flowers. I feel like we're meant to live in harmony with nature and enjoy his bounty. I feel like staying here forever with you. Lord Krishna explains that when the mode of goodness being purer than the others is illuminating and frees one from all sinful reactions, those situated in this mode are conditioned by a sense of happiness and well-being. Lord Krishna explains that when there's an increase in the mode of passion, the soul develops attachment for unlimited desires and intense endeavor.
Spirit soul! What are you doing? Doing nothing? What a waste of time. Look, money is power. Money is freedom. Money will make you famous. Money is rarer than honey, Sonny. Earning money is the only goal of life. Don't waste time. Earn money. Earn. I bet you forgot about your dream car. And are you going to live in this tiny cottage for the rest of your life? Dream big, spiritual, dream big. Hey, first go buy a bigger house. And then buy some stuff. And buy more stuff. In order to maintain all that, you just need to work hard. Don't waste time. Go work. Hey, I got you something.
The mode of passion keeps the soul full of insatiable desires for temporary things, striving for more and more of them and perpetual dissatisfaction.
Slow down, spirit soul. You work too hard. Sit down. Look, I got you something. Drink. Feels better already. You think you can go far in this world, but you're too stressed. It's okay. Have some more.
Spirit soul, get up. Get back to work. Think about your future. What are you going to do for the next 5 years? Did you forget about your BMW, your Jaguar, your Bugatti? You work hard, and someday you'll be a CEO of your own company. And people will be waiting to take your order, Spirit soul. And guess what? You'll be among the top billionaires. All you need to do is to work hard, day and night. And you can't get distracted by those stuff. Go, work.
Yes? Come in.
Hare Krishna. How are you?
I'm doing really well. How can I help you today?
We have some books on yoga and meditation that free you from stress.
Honestly, it's not the right time for this.
But the whole world is full of stress, and I think this book will greatly benefit you. You know, great people like Mahatma Gandhi and Emerson used to read these books.
Look, I have a lot on my plate already. I don't think I'm ready for this right now.
Well, wouldn't you just please take a look? This book has everything you need to know to be free from stress.
Fine, I'll take it, if you just leave me alone.
But would you like to give a small donation?
Here, take it.
Spirit soul, don't get distracted. Get back to work.
What are you doing? So hard to train him? Now, why don't you quit that job? It's burning you down. What is this rat race going to give you? Only stress and anxiety. I think you should sit down and think about it. Actually, don't even think about it. Just go to sleep. Tomorrow, you can quit that lousy job and stick with me. You'll never have to work again.
Spirit soul, wake up. Do you forget your dream vacation to the Bahamas? You work hard enough, and someday you own a 1,000-acre farm in Kentucky. Yes, Spirit soul. Or you'll be having a party in your apartment, 36 floors up in the sky. All you need to do is to work hard day and night, and you can't get tired. All you need to do is to acquire, and acquire.
Foolish soul, what are you doing? Sit down. Look, got you something. Nature's best gift for our enjoyment. You'll get used to it. Now, I think you should just shut out the world and watch video games.
Watch TV.
And that's all. And sleep. Don't forget that. And here, you can keep that. Treat from me.
Spirit soul, what are you doing? This stuff will just poison your mind mentally and physically. And you, when was the last time you took a bath?
Me?
Yes, you.
1974.
Come, spirit soul. Intoxication will only lead to sin.
But she said that are nature's best gifts.
No!
Yes, my child, say it once more.
No, this is misuse of nature's gifts. This stuff will just muddle your mind and weaken you physically.
You are right.
One who must learn to live, one who wants to be happy, must learn to live in harmony with nature. And you should really give up eating animals also.
But why would I do that?
One who wants to be happy must learn to live in harmony with nature. The cruelties to animals will just harden the heart more and more. Human life is meant for a higher purpose. It is meant for cultivating knowledge.
You are right. I should really stop eating animals. But thank you, friend, for giving me all this knowledge and bringing me back to my senses. But how do I gain knowledge? How do I acquire happiness? And how do I distinguish right from wrong? Please answer all my questions, my friend.
The answer to all your questions lies right on your desk. The Bhagavad Gita as it is. Read it carefully.
Thank you. I will. Wow, this is pretty interesting. Let's see what it says inside. Oh, here. One in the mode of ignorance does not work by a regulated principle. He wants to act whimsically for no purpose. Even though he has a capacity to work, he makes no endeavor. All the consciousness is going on, life is inactive. These are the symptoms of the person in the mode of ignorance. That sounds like me when you're around. And here it also says, one in the mode of passion is never satisfied with the position he has already acquired. He hankers to increase his position more and more, and he develops a great attachment for sense gratification. Thus, there is no end to sense gratification, and he therefore works very hard day and night. Now we definitely know this one. You are the mode of passion, and you are the mode of ignorance. A person in the mode of goodness is satisfied by his work or intellectual pursuit. When people are in goodness, they become sober and will see things as they are. No doubt the mode of goodness is the purest form of existence in the material world. So my friend, you must be the mode of goodness.
You see, spirit soul, you can become very happy by my influence. Work to save the environment, for the welfare of the people. Get into art, poetry, and fine music.
Don't listen to him.
Come back, spirit soul. Did you forget about the Alaska cruise?
Now, spirit soul, don't be influenced by these modes again.
Those who are actually serious about human life must go beyond these three modes and liberate themselves to the spiritual world. Oh my God! Is that where I belong? Thank you, goodness. By our association, I was able to give up the sinful association with these two lower modes.
I'm glad, spirit soul, that you have come to your senses. Come, in my association, make your life pure and happy.
Oh wait! Here it also says, all the three modes of material nature are very binding. Even in the mode of goodness, one is conditioned by happiness, and one thinks that material life is very pleasant. Thus there is no likelihood of liberation or of being transferred to the spiritual world. Wow, I never knew that. No, goodness, while I must thank you for bringing me to this point, I cannot stay with you. I must go beyond.
All right. Good luck, spirit soul.
So, what do I do now? Yes? Oh, Hare Krishna! Thank you very much for giving me this wonderful book. It helped me very much. But how do I transcend these three modes of material nature?
Oh, to establish ourselves above these three modes, we must take up this process of Krishna consciousness, or loving devotional service to the Lord, which is very simple.
What is Krishna consciousness?
Oh, in Krishna consciousness, we must always engage ourselves in the service of the Lord. We must always only eat Krishna prasadam.
The prasadam for you.
Thank you.
We must always hear about the pastimes in the Lord's forms, and we must always, but the most quickest and easiest means of spiritual realization in this age of Kali is to chant the holy names of the Lord.
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
I want you all chant with us. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Gurudeva, 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 Jaya Gurudeva. Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo.
This drama about a soul's journey through this material world was enacted by a group of homeschooled kids. The devotees were Siddharth and Sai, Sananda. Ignorance was Sindhu. Passion was Anvita. And goodness was played by Sai. Advait, the spirit soul. And I, Kavya, was the narrator.
Please stay seated for another drama. Okay. In the ISKCON movement, Srila Prabhupada showed us the path on how to regulate our lives. Now we will see a drama on how Maya is very strongly trapping us in this modern age by various gadgets, apps like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and WhatsApp. Here is Maya Das. Maya Das. Okay, he's coming. Technical difficulties. Okay, so here's Krishna Das. Oh, Krishna Das. Okay. He is a servant of Maya Das, but he is a faithful follower of Srila Prabhupada. Okay, we can chat in the meanwhile. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Radha Nila Madhav Radhe Radha Nila Madhav Radhe Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Kaladeva Jaya Subhadra Okay, here's Mayadas, who got entrapped by Maya.
Can you give that one? Can you just give that one? Okay. It's fine.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. My 16 rounds are over. Hey, what happened is Mayadas ji? He's still sleeping. Let me wake him up. Mayadas, get up. It's already morning.
Did you finish your 16 rounds?
Yes, by the grace of Guru Maharaj, I finished my 16 rounds.
Then do again.
I can do, but what happened to your 16 rounds?
Take my chanting if I can do 16 rounds.
Oh my god. But you vowed in front of your Guru Maharaj that you will do 16 rounds.
Oh, turn on computer.
Computer?
Yeah, computer.
But everyone, when they wake up, they take darshan of the deities and you're taking darshan of the computer?
You see, I have to update in the Facebook that I woke up.
Facebook? Why did this Facebook keep updating and updating?
You don't know what Facebook is?
No.
You see, man is a social animal. We'll do updating and we'll tell the world when we sleep, what we eat for lunch, dinner, and breakfast. You see, animals can't do these things. Only humans can do. Ultimate purpose, social network and Facebook.
What else are you? Are you a devotee?
That's all okay, but now I'll update I'm going to restroom.
Such nasty things you update.
I have to update I'm going to restroom. Because if I don't update, people will think I got up and then didn't do anything.
My Rashji, you're updating so much to the devotees, what you eat, when you wake up. But I've seen for the past year, did you go to any satsang?
I'm doing electronic satsang. 365 days a year, I'm associating on the net.
You can do electronic darshan like that. But how will the Lord give his glance upon us? Everybody goes to the temple so that the Lord can give his glance upon us.
I can do electronic darshan also, but you see the webcam? The Lord can see through the webcam and look at me, glance upon us, right?
Oh my God. This Maya is more dangerous than Maya itself. Okay, at least now can you do your chanting?
Actually, maybe I'll go for a jog now.
Jogging? Why jogging?
Jogging for health.
But Prabhupada says if you do kirtan and dancing, you'll be perfectly fit.
Who said I won't do chanting? I'll do jogging, japaing. You know, like walk and talk.
Oh my God.
What did you put in your ears?
What did you put in your ears anyways?
This is the radio FM 98.1. You see, when we're going on a nice jog, we need some nice Hare Krishna tone. Hare Krishna. You know, it gives some nice potency.
Oh my God.
You don't understand anything. You don't even understand my clothes.
Of course I understand your clothes. You're always wearing a half pant.
This is not half pant. This is not full pant also. This is 3/4. Marginal potency.
Oh my God.
See, you're a typical Hare Krishna devotee. You wear dhoti and kurta. But if I wear, people think I'm crazy. You see, when I see a devotee, I'll say Hare Krishna. But if we say I say, sup bro. I see do stuff like that. You see, I'm a stylish devotee.
Oh my God, that means you're a third class devotee?
Not all that. Now, actually, I'm going for jog now. You won't understand these things.
Okay, then should I go to the temple to take darshan and get prasadam?
Prasadam? Actually, go there and get me that protein powder. It gives a nice energy.
What, protein powder? You can just get ahimsa cow milk from the Goloka farm every day. That'll give you nice strength.
No, I need some nice energy for jogging. You see, when Krishna spoke the Bhagavad Gita, he said, Patram pushpam phalam toyam. There is no powder, so he didn't say powderam, okay? Ishvara sarva bhutana, hite sherjuna tishtati. You see, the Supreme Lord is in everyone's heart. I could do bhoga like this. Namo Brahmana Deva Go Brahmanidaya Jagaditaya Krishna Gondanona. See, bhoga also offered.
Oh my God.
Actually, hey, newspaper, give me newspaper.
This is time to read Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita. Why are you reading this?
This is Bhagavad Gita.
That's Bhagavad Gita? Then what is this?
Oh, that's all theory. This is practical.
This theory? That's practical? What is that?
Come here, I'll show you. Look here. 4 people died. Dukkalayam asashvatam. Look how many people are suffering. Janma mruti varadvari dukkha doshano darshana. Look, you won't read newspaper, so you won't understand these things.
You're totally misusing the philosophy and you're actually reading this junk?
Yes.
I'm not reading this junk. I'm saying Maya is so smart.
You see, I'm understanding how Maya is so strong. Mama Maya Durityaya.
Oh my God. Then why are you looking at all these reviews and ads?
I have to look at these reviews because man is a social animal. We have to look at what everybody is commenting. We can't just leave it out like that.
Oh my God. Okay, at least now can you do your chanting?
Hey, no, I can't do chanting now. Hey, it's 9 o'clock. Match start, game start. Turn on the TV.
Game?
Yes, game start.
While doing chanting, you're gonna watch this?
I have to do chanting while watching game because it'll give nice potency. Watch, you also watch. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram. Ayya, they put a screw in this game. Hey, you know, I have a nice realization. You know, the field that they're playing is Kurukshetra. And the TV is Sanjaya. I also do Maharaj's classes.
That means you're blind Dhritarashtra?
Oh, no. Anyway, this is last ball. You also chant. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Look at them, they're losing. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna. I have to chant because Vaishnava para dukkha dukhi. I have to chant for myself and everybody else. Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Taught us like that?
Oh, in Prabhupada's time there were no games like this. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram. Oh, you know, one should chant for the whole humanity. I'm chanting for myself and the whole world and this team. You're chanting for yourself. You're selfish.
Oh my God.
Oh, last ball. You also start chanting. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram. Ayyo, they lost again. Oh,
what happened?
I'm getting chest pain.
Chest pain? Maira's getting chest pain?
I have to update in Facebook. Chest pain, getting heart attack. Hey, I see 3 very scary people coming towards me. Help me.
They're Yamadutas. They're very dangerous.
Yamadutas! Tom Brady, please save me!
Oh my God. Nobody can save you now. I told you not to do all these bad things, but you kept doing. Like I told you not to.
Oh, don't tell me all that now. Tell me what you should do.
Okay, do one thing. Hare Nam, Nameva Kevalam. Do you remember from Bhagavatam, the Ajamul story?
Hey, why are you telling all that now? They're coming. Please tell me something.
Okay, when Ajamul chanted the holy names of the Lord, the Yamadutas ran away.
The holy name of the Lord? Hare Krishna, Krishna.
Please chant with us.
Krishna, Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare. Hey, look, the Yamadutas running away.
Oh, they're running away.
Oh my God, this is a miracle. Oh my God, I'm going to become a pure devotee now. Thank you, Krishnadas, for helping me do everything and taking me out of this miserable condition. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare. Oh yeah,
Thank you, all of you. Thank you, Harivilas Prabhu, for giving this wonderful opportunity. And please bless all the children who did this, and please encourage them to do more themes on Bhagavad Gita like this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. We want to thank the teachers and the mothers for taking the time to encourage